Let me take you back to Kabul, Afghanistan in the 1970s. Picture this: a crisp winter morning, the sky painted in shades of blue, and the air filled with the laughter of children. Kites soar high, their strings taut, dancing in the wind. Among them, two boys stand out: Amir, the son of a wealthy businessman, and Hassan, his loyal friend and the son of their servant. They are inseparable, bound by a love for kite flying and storytelling. But beneath this idyllic surface lies a story of love, betrayal, and the haunting quest for redemption. This is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Amir and Hassan grow up together in the same household, but their lives are worlds apart. Amir is privileged, educated, and yearning for his father's approval. Baba, as Amir calls him, is a larger-than-life figure, strong, principled, but distant. Hassan, on the other hand, is a Hazara, an ethnic minority often discriminated against in Afghanistan. Yet he is fiercely loyal, brave, and pure of heart. Their friendship is a fragile balance of love and inequality, a bond that will be tested in ways neither of them could imagine. The annual kite fighting tournament is the highlight of their winter. It's not just a game, it's a battle of skill, strategy, and honor. Amir is determined to win this year, not just for the glory, but to finally earn Baba's pride. Hassan, as always, is his unwavering supporter, the one who will run the fallen kites, chasing them through the streets like a hero. But the day of the tournament changes everything. Amir wins and Hassan runs to retrieve the last fallen kite, a symbol of their victory. What happens next is a moment of unspeakable cruelty. A betrayal that will haunt Amir for the rest of his life. He witnesses something terrible happening to Hassan, something he is too cowardly to stop. And instead of standing up for his friend, Amir does the unthinkable. He turns away. This act of cowardice marks the beginning of the end of their friendship. Guilt eats away at Amir, and he can no longer face Hassan. In a desperate attempt to rid himself of the constant reminder of his betrayal, Amir frames Hassan for theft, forcing him and his father, Ali, to leave their home. It's a decision that will weigh heavily on Amir's conscience for decades. Soon after, Afghanistan is thrown into chaos. The Soviet invasion forces Amir and Baba to flee to America, leaving behind their home, their wealth, and their past. In the land of opportunity, they start anew, but the ghosts of Kabul never truly leave them. Amir grows up, becomes a writer, and builds a life in California. But the memory of Hassan, the boy who would have done anything for him, lingers like a shadow. It's not until a phone call from an old family friend, Rahim Khan, that Amir is forced to confront his past. Rahim Khan's words are simple but piercing. There is a way to be good again. And so begins Amir's journey back to Afghanistan, a country now ravaged by war and ruled by the Taliban. It's a journey not just of physical distance, but of redemption. What he discovers there will shake him to his core and force him to confront the truths he's spent a lifetime running from. The Kite Runner is a story of friendship and betrayal, of fathers and sons, of guilt and redemption. It's a tale that reminds us that the past is never truly behind us, and that the choices we make can haunt us or heal us. Part 2. The Kite Runner. A journey back to Kabul. Amir's life in America is a stark contrast to the one he left behind in Kabul. He and Baba live in a modest apartment in Fremont, California. Baba, once a wealthy and influential man, now works at a gas station, his pride swallowed by the hardships of starting over. But even in this new world, the distance between father and son remains. Baba is proud of Amir's success as a writer, but there's always an unspoken tension, a wall that neither of them can break down. Amir meets Soraya, a kind and strong-willed Afghan woman, and they fall in love. Their marriage brings Amir a sense of stability and happiness he hasn't known in years. But even as he builds a new life, the guilt of his past continues to gnaw at him. He and Soraya try to start a family, but their inability to have children feels like a cruel reminder of the life he once betrayed. Years pass, and just when Amir thinks he's buried his past, a phone call shatters the fragile peace he's built. Rahim Khan, Baba's old friend and Amir's childhood mentor, is on the line. He's dying and asks Amir to come to Pakistan to see him. His words are cryptic but urgent. there is a way to be good again. Amir hesitates. Going back means facing the ghosts of his past, the memories he spent decades running from. But something in Rahim Khan's voice compels him. He boards a plane to Peshawar, Pakistan, where Rahim Khan awaits him with a story that will change everything. Rahim Khan reveals the truth about Hassan. After Amir and Baba left Afghanistan, Hassan and his wife, Farzana, returned to Baba's house in Kabul to care for it. They lived there peacefully for years, even as the country descended into chaos. Hassan and Farzana had a son, Sohrab, who inherited his father's kindness and bravery. But tragedy struck when the Taliban took control of Kabul. Hassan and Farzana were killed, leaving Sohrab an orphan. Rahim Khan's voice trembles as he delivers the final blow. Sohrab is alive, but he's in the hands of the Taliban, and there's more. A secret Rahim Khan has kept for decades. Hassan wasn't just Amir's friend, he was his half-brother. Baba had fathered Hassan with Ali's wife, a truth he took to his grave. Amir is stunned. The revelation shakes him to his core. All these years he's carried the guilt of betraying his friend, not knowing that he had betrayed his brother. Rahim Khan's plea is clear. Amir must go to Kabul, find Sohrab, and bring him to safety. It's not just a chance to right his wrongs, it's a chance to honor Hassan's memory and finally be the man Baba always wanted him to be. But Kabul is no longer the city Amir remembers. The streets are filled with rubble, the people live in fear, and the Taliban rule with an iron fist. Amir's journey into the heart of this war-torn city is fraught with danger. He hires a driver, Farid, a hardened Afghan, who initially sees Amir as a privileged outsider but eventually becomes an ally. Amir's search for Sohrab leads him to an orphanage where he learns the horrifying truth. Sohrab has been taken by a Taliban official who preys on young boys. The official's name sends a chill down Amir's spine. It's Asef, the same boy who tormented Hassan all those years ago. Asef, now a high-ranking Taliban member, is a monster who embodies the worst of humanity. Amir's confrontation with Asef is a harrowing moment of reckoning. Asef agrees to hand over Sohrab, but only if Amir can defeat him in a fight. The battle is brutal, and Amir is no match for Asef's strength. But as blows rain down on him, something unexpected happens. Amir begins to laugh. For the first time in his life, he feels free. The guilt that has weighed him down for decades is finally lifting. Just when it seems all hope is lost, Sohrab steps in. With a slingshot, the same weapon Hassan once used to protect Amir, Sohrab shoots Asef in the eye, allowing them to escape. Amir and Sohrab flee Kabul, but their journey is far from over. Sohrab is traumatized, his spirit broken by the horrors he's endured. Amir promises to take him to America, to give him a new life. But the road to redemption is fraught with challenges, and Amir must confront his own limitations as he fights to save the boy who is now his responsibility. Part 3. The Kite Runner, Redemption and the Power of Love. Amir and Sohrab return to Pakistan, but the battle for Sohrab's future is far from over. The boy is silent, his eyes hollow, a shell of the child he once was. The trauma he's endured at the hands of Asef and the Taliban has left deep scars, and Amir struggles to reach him. He promises Sohrab a new life in America, a chance to start over, but the road ahead is anything but easy. The process of adopting Sohrab is riddled with obstacles. Bureaucracy, corruption, and the aftermath of 9/11 make it nearly impossible for Amir to bring Sohrab to the United States. Desperate, Amir turns to Soraya for help. She's unwavering in her support, her love for Amir, and her compassion for Sohrab shining through. Together, they navigate the complexities of the adoption process. But the delays take a toll on Sohrab. One night, Amir finds Sohrab in the bathroom, his wrists slit. The boy has given up hope, convinced that he'll never escape the darkness of his past. It's a heart-wrenching moment, a stark reminder of the pain Sohrab carries. Amir rushes him to the hospital, where Sohrab clings to life. As Amir sits by his bedside, he prays, not just for Sohrab's survival, but for a chance to make things right. Miraculously, Sohrab survives. The incident becomes a turning point for Amir. He realizes that redemption isn't just about fixing the past, it's about being present, about showing up for the people who need you. He vows to be the father figure Sohrab has lost, to give him the love and stability he deserves. Finally, after months of struggle, Amir is able to bring Sohrab to America. The adjustment isn't easy. Sohrab is withdrawn, his trust in the world shattered. But Amir is patient. He takes Sohrab to the park, buys him a kite, and teaches him to fly it. It's a small gesture, but it's laden with meaning. The kite, once a symbol of betrayal, becomes a symbol of hope and healing. One day, as they fly the kite together, something extraordinary happens. Sohrab smiles, a faint, hesitant smile, but a smile nonetheless. It's a glimmer of light in the darkness, a sign that healing is possible. Amir looks at Sohrab and sees Hassan in his eyes. He feels a surge of love and gratitude, not just for Sohrab, but for the chance to make amends. The story ends with Amir running the kite for Sohrab, just as Hassan once ran it for him. As he chases the kite through the park, he feels a sense of peace he hasn't known in years. He's no longer the boy who stood by and did nothing. He's a man who has faced his past, confronted his demons, and found a way to be good again. The Kite Runner is a powerful exploration of guilt, redemption, and the enduring bonds of love. It's a story that reminds us that it's never too late to make amends, that the choices we make can define us, but they don't have to destroy us. Through Amir's journey, Khaled Hosseini shows us that even in the face of unimaginable pain, there is hope. And as the kite soars high in the sky, its string taut and unbroken, we're reminded that love, like a kite, can lift us up, even when the winds of life threaten to pull us down.